It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. And guess what day it is?
Friday?
Yeah, it's Friday.
Okay.
Means
that
nothing
went well.
to me.
That went well. I think that will. Oh, by the way, whoop, whoop. Nice try. But, yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah, it is Friday.
Woo-hoo.
All kinds of things going on this weekend, like me working on Saturday.
Yeah. I don't know. Everybody, you talk to everybody, everybody's days are all messed up.
They
because
are.
of the days that are off and then out of school and different things that are going on. And everybody's like, what day is this? It made me think when you said it, it's Friday.
It really throws you off when you have an unexpected day off during the week, and a snow day will do that to you. And you're thinking, is it Thursday or Friday? Remember last week when I thought it was, yeah.
Hey, I
had it wrong.
I want to let you know, last night I got power back.
That's.
Oh.
Thank you, Lord of the electricians.
Yes, thank you. I mean, I know that with that many people out, it's been a bear for them.
Oh, yeah.
They did an amazing job. They got us back up.
Half the building.
Of course, we had a generator running that kept our refrigerators and stuff. I don't have it wired in through the whole house, so I just got refrigerators plugged in, and then the main TV in the living room.
Priorities.
And, yes, priorities, of
Fridge.
course. And it's amazing
TV.
how you can sit there and turn on the TV and kind of get a relaxed feeling. And my wife said it's a false illusion that everything is okay, and it's not. It's not.
Right.
You have no running water. You have no.
Are you on a well?
Yes.
Yep. So no power, no water.
Yep.
It's not like if you're on public water. Yeah.
So we kept these big jugs of water that you use to fill up the back of the toilets and stuff like that. So
might as well.
I mean, it's
still got to go.
Yep, it is what it is, and we made it through. And I'm hoping everybody else. I know there's more people out there without power.
There still is,
and I just wish the best for everybody. I really do, because I know it's tough. I mean, you go through a night or two, and it's like, okay, I can live with that. But then after a while, it just gets
old.
Real fast.
Gets old real fast. It's like I want my luxury items like power.
Yeah, I want the heat. No, I want
exactly. Just to be comfy and comfortable.
So I went back home yesterday and was doing some stuff that's more permanent, because I thought we were going to be out until probably this weekend as well. I was told some people are going to be Saturday, so I'm like, all right, I got to do something a little more permanent on heat and stuff like that. So I rewired some stuff, got everything done. Went to shut the generator down to transfer over, and as soon as I shut the generator down, wife come out, hey, power's back on. I'm like, you kidding me? All this work and a few minutes, couple hours before would have made a world of difference. But
you'll be ready better for next time, maybe?
Yes, and now I was not. I'll have to say that generator hadn't ran in 5 years, and had to clean the carburetor of it, and a lot of things that I should have been prepared for that I wasn't.
Maybe doing like a quarterly test of the Jenny.
Yeah.
Just go out, let it run for a little bit. Yeah.
So.
But you had fresh gas.
Yes.
Or did you have to go get?
I had gas.
You had gas. Yeah. That's good.
And I put some of that. And anytime I shut like the generator down for a long period, I'm going to shut the fuel off, burn all the gas out of the carburetor.
Yeah, let it pull it through the line.
Put a little bit of fuel stabilizer in it. So it was able. It was fine. It just I needed to clean the carburetor. It's been too long.
Yeah.
It happens.
5 years.
Yeah. That's a long time.
That means that you've had a good 5 years and not having to use it because of a bad storm where it knocks out the power.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
a good thing. That's a good thing. I need to clean these.
All right. No, we'll wait. Go ahead. Da-na-na. You know we're live, don't you?
I do know we're live, and it's Friday, and I can do what I want on a Friday. Because I'm not supposed to be here on Friday.
Technically, yes.
Technically, Bob is. And Bob should be back Monday, right?
That's his intent right now.
That's his intent. So I'll be going back to Tuesday and Thursday, but it's been a joy to spend every day of the week with you for the past 2 weeks. It's
been fun.
I get better at it when I'm doing it every single day. I guess them 2 days.
Well, it's a matter of opinion.
Okay. All right, we better roll our funeral home with all our respect. Today, 29 in the state, one in Memphis, Tennessee. We sure do appreciate them in our time of need when we lose a loved one. And with that, we'll pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, I want to thank you for everything you've done for us, this country, this area that we live in. It's absolutely beautiful, and we are thankful for that. Sometimes we don't always show it. I want to thank you for watching over the power line people right now as they make their way through the county trying to restore people's power. Just watch over them, keep them safe while they're up on them poles. It's a very sticky situation. I want to thank you for watching over our children and our first responders and our military. This I pray, amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. You can give them a call at 870-425-2161 and ask them about pre-need service. Always good to have a plan in place when the unthinkable happens. That way your family's taken care of. And Roller Funeral Home is, they're professionals. They know what they're doing. They've been doing it a long time. That's why they have 30 of them.
Yes.
And they know how to choose the right people that will take care of you. Like I said, give them a call, 870-425-2161. With that, we'll take a break for Bob and Linda Zdora of the Z Team.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z Team.
One, and that's true.
What's that?
He just mentioned his first time they mentioned, when they said, 30 years ago, that is true.
Yeah,
a lot of people in this area bought their house 20, 30 years ago, raised their families in it, and now it's time to sell.
Yep.
And Bob and Linda
downsize.
Yeah, downsize. And Bob and Linda Zdora are a senior real estate specialist.
They can help you. They can make a difference.
Exactly.
And that's what I love about Bob and Linda is they're not just wanting to buy or sell your home. They want to truly help you.
Right.
As a family, they want to make sure that you're taken care of. You're able to take the next step without any worries. You're able to make that transition. For a lot of people, it's tough. Like you said, if you've lived in that house 30 years.
Emotional attachment is big.
And then all the stuff that you collected, all the stuff that you need to get rid of.
Yeah,
and you
even
need to
that.
downsize to something. And it can be tough. And they understand. They truly do.
Yep.
But they can help. I'm telling you, they can help you make a difference. They'll make the transition a whole lot easier.
And if you're looking to move out of state, they can help you find the best realtor in that area.
Yes.
So you'll be taken care of when you move over there. It's not everybody's created equal when it comes to any kind of business.
That's
just
true.
know Bob and Linda Zdora are there to help in every aspect. They're not just going to list it and leave you. They're going to take care of you throughout the whole process. And if they're not the ones to be taking care of you because you're moving to Oregon or wherever you want, I don't know about Oregon, but they'll find you a realtor over there that's like-minded, that's all about customer service and taking care of you during the process and making sure that every T is crossed and every I is dotted. So let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora of the Z Team. We still got a little bit of snowy on.
It should melt today. I think they're 50 something today.
It's
it should
50,
be gone today.
I seen it last night. 55 for the high.
Yeah.
This stuff.
I did. When it was real dark outside, I took a picture of that. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm going to bring it up. It's from their camera.
Sweet. Oh yeah.
That's just a cool looking picture.
That is cool. I was looking down at the water, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the back of those houses with all their lights on. But look at
it's
the
almost
rocks.
like it looks like you're looking out into an ocean or something. I just thought it was pretty neat. I went ahead and did a screenshot of it.
Very cool. See, go to retiredarkansas.net where you can find these camera views and screenshot it at any time of the day or night, 24/7. It's live. That is Cotter, Arkansas, the horseshoe bend of the White River. They're in Marion County, looking into Baxter County. Off to the right is Mountain Home, and towards the center is Missouri, and to the left is Bull Shoals. But it's a beautiful little community down there. If you've never been, you should take a short drive. Go down by the water. There's a spring. where you can, not right now, go swimming because it would freeze you. You know what?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
No.
Recommend it.
No. But really cool rope swing. They got a little park there with toys for the kids. I mean, it's just go down there and have breakfast at White Sands. I'm going to plug them. Very, very good place to eat. And then, you know, go down by the river and fish or just hang out. Look at that beautiful shot. Look at the snow. Oh, it's moon. And the beautiful horizon, the yellows and oranges that are coming up. That's Scooter's favorite part.
Yes. I love it when the sun starts coming up and you get those yellows and oranges. And it just makes for some beautiful pictures.
It sure does. Like I said, go to retiredarkansas.net where you can find these beautiful views. You can find their listings. They also have the MLS listings. They have a lot of information about the Ozarks and what it means to live here, retire here, visit here if you just want a vacation. And here we are zooming in on Scooter Mountain.
This is up in Missouri.
Isn't that something? That is.
What a camera.
I know. Look at that. Oh, there it goes in focus. You can see it looks like a little bald spot there to the left a little bit.
Yeah.
That's probably a rock face, wouldn't you say? Little ledge with a rock face. Or, I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell. That's somewhere in Missouri. And they're in Cotter. And that's a distance. You can watch as it pans back. We got the cows in the yard. And they must have moved into a different area. Look at that. That's impressive. Very cool. Go to retiredarkansas.net. I said they are ready to help you buy or sell your home, whichever time of your life you're in. If you're looking to downsize or even go bigger, your family's getting bigger. That's happened to me. I had a 2-bedroom, needed a 3, and so it's time to sell a little home and go to something a little bit bigger. But if you're looking to downsize, you live outside of city limits, because you know rurally you can be 15-20 minutes away from medical facilities, and it's something that you're starting to think about, being closer to the hospital in case something happens. Sell that house out on the acreage for something a little bit smaller, a little bit more manageable inside of town. Give them a call at 870-405-0793. Realtors you recommend to a friend, and we recommend them to you. Let's take a look at the weather. Brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zdora. I'm going to press this play button, and then we go. There we go. Mountain Home, Arkansas is at 33. Harrison at 38. Batesville at 34. Yellville at 35. Marshall at 23. Salem at 30. Mountain View at 23. Calico Rock at 33. West Plains, Missouri at 30. Springfield, Missouri at 36. Poplar Bluff at 33, and St. Louis at 28. Looks like Mountain View at 23 is the big winner today.
Woo.
Nice and cool.
Nice and cool.
National Weather Radar. Look at all the snow running across the Pacific Northwest and, of course, the Great Lakes area. That's all they do is get snow, right? But look at Montana and northern Idaho, parts of Wyoming, even a little bit down there in Denver, or near Denver, Colorado. But the heavy activity in that area. For Missouri and Arkansas, it looks like a little bit of activity is in central Missouri, crossing Columbia and Jefferson City. But our neck of the woods is looking pretty clear and stable. I think it's going to be a nice day for a Friday going into the weekend. We have some wind advisories on the east side of the state. Into the Boot Heel of Missouri and parts of northwestern part of Tennessee into Kentucky. So high wind watch. Woohoo! I don't know what this is, but it's not in our area, so we're good. Clipper system brings light snow and wind. Okay, Clipper system.
That's north of us.
Yeah, so that's all north of us. Sorry, you're not getting no more snow until maybe next week. Today, sunny and windy, high of 51. Tonight, clear, low at 35. Saturday, slight chance of showers and windy, 20%, high of 51.
Is that 51 or 61?
51.
Okay. I couldn't tell.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right. I'll take it.
Can't trust me, but that's all good.
I do. I trust you.
Saturday night, a 30% to 60% chance of showers and breezy, then showers likely later in the night. Low of 40. Sunday, cloudy, high of 44. Sunday night, cloudy, low of 28. Monday, cloudy, high of 38. Monday night, 40% chance of wintry mix. Ooh. But I don't like seeing the ice. Low of 24. And that could, with that kind of low.
Yeah.
Tuesday, 50% chance of wintry mix, high of 33. So it's not even really going to get, like, warm.
No.
Like warm. So, what do you think, Scooter? Monday and Tuesday.
What's it? Scroll down and see what it says after Tuesday.
Okay.
Just curious.
All right, so Tuesday night, slight chance of freezing rain and sleet before 9 p.m. Then a slight chance of freezing rain. Mostly cloudy with a low around 22. Chance of precipitation is 20%.
All right.
It's not as high, but
no.
But see, they're not even sure about Monday night because chance of precipitation is 40.
It's too early.
Yeah, it's too early. But then here we go again, and Wednesday they've got more precipitation. I don't know. If it stays cold and we get ice,
it could get ugly.
Yeah. The power companies are still going to need to be here. Norfolk Lake water level 553.42. Level is 1.42 feet above full pool. They're generating 1. Bull Shoals Lake water levels at 657.11. They're at 1.89 feet above full pool, and they're generating 3. That is a look at your weather brought to you by the Z Team.
It's already 7:16.
I would just...
We got Bob Zdora up next.
Yes, we should. Yes.
We're going to go to commercial break.
We're going to go to commercial. And we'll come back with Bob Zdora and This Week in Real Estate.
You got it.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Bob Zdora of the Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty, and we are here to talk about this week in real estate. But first, Snowmageddon.
Yes, sir.
Wasn't that something?
Snowmageddon.
We got 8 inches at my house. How about you?
I think she hit 10 on the table on the back porch. So, and that's actually a good place to measure because it just kind of falls down, and it wasn't windy because it just fell straight down.
It just fell.
And it actually, the bottom 1.5 to 2 inches was that slushy stuff. So if that would have been snow, that would have piled up even more.
Been a foot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, we're lucky that that we're okay, and most people are okay. I know that there's still some outages. There's been outages throughout with this, and it's because they're spread out. Individual wires breaking down. It's not trying to replace, a main trunk line. It's getting these individual things going in. In fact, that was why when we built the house, I put everything underground, just to avoid that. I mean, just to take a little bit of the risk of that out of there.
Sure.
You don't have any control if it goes down the block, but it's been a challenge for a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they brought in outside help from I thought I heard Tennessee and Oklahoma.
Oh, I'm sure.
So
I'm sure.
they're going to go as fast as they can.
And the
they're
guys
doing what they
and
can.
the girls that are doing this, I mean, they do a great job.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, there's some serious challenges with this, and got a little colder on Thursday, and it's going to. That affects things as well. I mean, it wasn't too bad when it was snowing. It was a lot of it was melting and it was coming down. It wasn't bad at all.
Then it got really wet and really heavy.
It got and
the heavy
heart attack
causes problems. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Mm-hmm.
So,
but yeah, we're here. We made it. Everything's going to be fine.
That's all.
Hopefully so.
Life moves on.
We'll be fine.
I will say this, since we're bringing up the Armageddon, the road crews did an amazing job of getting them roads open and fast.
Yeah.
I was really impressed by the next day, and I'm like, holy cow, the roads are, for the most roads, your main roads are all cleared off. I mean, there's some side roads, like the gravel road going down to my house that they haven't had a chance to get to. But to see how well they got that under control, it's impressive for this area.
It was a Wednesday afternoon. I can't remember exactly what time, but we heard them coming down the road. And I'm designated county. Even though I'm inside the bypass, I'm still designated in the county. And I was surprised to see them that quick coming down my road, because usually it takes a bit. But
because they were able to just do it once.
True, it did just
and
throw
that was
off.
it. And and then that was it. So that made a big difference for them, I think.
Yeah, most definitely. So that's a good thing. Hopefully everybody's power will be back on this weekend. We're hearing a lot of them probably by Saturday. Some said 3 to 4 days, but
some of it depends. I mean, you got people. You got to remember the guys who wanted to be out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
and their wire breaks. I mean, they're out in the middle of nowhere. They're working their way to them, but it's
it's gonna be
there can sometimes be a fee for that, for being out like that, and they wanted to fix it, but it may be down in 3 places, before it gets to you there.
Yeah. So. Well, that was the first Snowmageddon of 2023, so let's hope maybe the last until next winter. I don't know. We shall see.
Or the following winter, or the one after that.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I've brought up your all's website because we talk about it every day. Go to retiredarkansas.net.
Yes, sir.
And I thought, this would be a good time to kind of scroll through it and let everybody see how easy it is to navigate. Very user-friendly. You can see if you find your new home, residential, multifamily land, you just click on one of those, the city you want to be at. I mean, like I said, very user-friendly. Home, about, listings, tools, media. Then there's the live webcam that we bring to you every day. I'm going to go ahead and click that one. It'll show you two different ones.
It may only show one. I don't know if your computer shows both of them.
Yeah.
both. Okay.
I'm hooked to the server, so one of them doesn't necessarily show up when I tie into it.
Okay.
So.
But that's where we go every day to show you the beautiful White River down there in Collier, Arkansas. And you've got both live webcams that go 24 hours a day. But like I said, this is very easy to navigate. Looking to buy or sell a home, you just come in here and start searching where you want to find it. You're both licensed in Arkansas and Missouri. But then I seen this down here. This is your Z Team.
Yes, it is.
There they are. So going left to right, what are their names?
That's April Bentley, Sam McMaster, Darlene Clark, myself, my honey, and Reese Tubbs.
Very good. Now, you guys have been doing a team system now the whole time, or did you start out?
Linda and I were, Linda came on, she was here a little before me, and she got her license before I got down here. So she's about a year ahead of me license-wise.
Yeah.
I was down there for a while, and you got A personalities and B personalities, and we were both double A's when we came here. And coming from what I was doing and coming down here, I was tore out stuff and doing things around the house. And she looked at me one and she says, "You got to find something to do." So she says, "Why don't you get your real estate license? Maybe we can work together and go from there."
Yeah.
So
and
okay.
That's how
I didn't know anything about real estate.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we did. And she got hers. She was at the time it took 2 years to get a broker's license. She got hers first. I got mine like the following year, and that was actually the year I got my broker's is when we went to Century 21, and been there ever since. But so the two of us were a team, and just a two-person team. We were the number one team in the state of Arkansas for a number of years, and the number one team here. And there were people going, "Wow. That must be a pretty good idea. Look at just the two of them just, kicking butt."
Sure.
And that was what we did. So then more people started to become teams. Some were successful, some weren't. Some just try to copy all the things that we did. And I guess that's allegedly that flattery is a big compliment.
It is.
And allegedly. So we
I know
just
the feeling.
But we just continued on, and Reese was kind of out there in that Calico area, and we offered him an opportunity to come and join us because people would call him, agents would call him and say, hey, I took this listing. Then don't take the listing if you can't service it. That's always been a big Bob thing. Don't take listings you can't. So they'd take a listing down there, and then they'd want Reese to go show it.
They have nobody down there, yeah.
Right. So he was kind of, what do you do? So he says, "Look, come work for us. You'll never have to do that again unless you want to. There'll be nobody calling you saying, hey." And so he did, and he was on board, and he showed us some things from his years of experience, and we showed him some things, and that's really been the core. And we've been very, very appreciative of the things that Reese has done and the things that we've been able to do because of him being where he's
Definitely.
at and being able to cover things. And then from then we took other people on. Jordan Womack was a apprentice from the high school, not apprentice. What do they call it?
Not protege.
From the high school, there's a program, and I'm sorry, I apologize. There's a program from the high school, and he came in with that, and he was taking college courses already as a senior. So I asked him, "Do you really want to do this, or are you just filling in, checking the boxes off, on your resume?" And he goes, "Oh no," he says, "my grandmother was a realtor and this and that." So then we welcomed in and took him, showed him all the things to do, and that was what we started to do. We started in 2017. I was the realtor of the year, and that was kind of my mission, was to produce good realtors who could work on their own, but to know what they're doing. Most of these people come, they go to class. And now they don't even go to class. They take the licensing class online, take the test, get a license, go to a real estate company, take their license there, and there's a desk.
Yeah.
Call people.
Learn on the
Call
job.
your aunts and uncles and see if they want to sell their houses, things like that. I didn't want that. I wanted our people to understand and know what to do. I wanted them, when we were done with them, to be able to perform at a quality manner.
Right.
And that was what we did. And Mallory came on board. Things change, people move on.
Sure, it happens.
And it just happens. And now April's done a great job, and Sam's was a good catch. Has a military background. And the same thing with Darlene. She worked at microplastics for a number of years, and now she's retired from there, and she's born and raised in the area. She knows that Marion County area very well, and
that's good.
That's we've got people who have skills that we have been able to help them develop.
Yeah, and tap into.
Yeah,
and share these ideas.
It's been a matter of being able to help them be able to. We're not going to be doing this forever, Linda and I. I mean, we're going to reach a point, but we want people to be, our legacy to be people who knew what they were doing.
Right.
And that's got a lot to do with it, because there's a lot of people over the past 2 years, 3 years that have gotten licenses that
maybe shouldn't.
Yes.
Okay.
And,
well, yeah, we'll leave it at
well,
that.
yeah. and so I didn't want that. Linda didn't want that. We wanted people who could stand on their own and make this their profession.
Yeah.
Not just a job, and make it a profession.
Very good. Well, what's going on in this week in real estate? What we got? Where are the numbers stand?
This week in real estate. Oops.
It's like me when I'm trying to get the weather map to come up.
Come here, you. Oh, man.
That's okay.
It's always the way it is, isn't it?
He talks a lot nicer to his machine.
Well, I got to. It's got to be nice to me. This week in real estate, there were 30 new listings came on the market. 3 commercial properties, 5 parcels of land, 22 homes came on the market. They range in price from $439,000 to $76,000, and 6 of those 6 of the 22 are taking backups.
Really?
So the market is still active.
I think
Things
so.
that are priced well, presented well, are going under contract. There were 26 sales, 1 commercial property, 3 parcels of land, 18 homes sold. They range in price from $35,000 to $750,000. Average sale price this week was $231,000, with 68 days on market, a total of $4.1 million in residential real estate closed this week. And in looking at the sales, and because there's boxes on the columns that we get, what the home was listed at and what it sold for. So sometimes it'll be like $5,000 over. And generally those are VA loans where they gave a credit to the veteran to help them for their closing costs, things like that. But of the 18 that sold, only 4 closed at the asking price.
Yeah.
All the rest of them were down. One of them was down $100,000 from the asking price.
You're
you're seeing
money.
that now. Well,
It
was an $800,000 home.
There you go.
But,
yes.
But that's still a bit, $100,000 off.
When
18 months ago,
when they're going at,
they were all at or above.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them were at or
yeah.
above. And I was looking at that last night when I was putting it together. The number of homes where it may have just been 1,000, but some of them were 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 off of the asking price.
Yeah.
So the market is coming to a more realistic view of where we are right now.
Yeah.
People just can't afford to continue to pay the high prices with the high price mortgages. They just can't do it.
You're right.
So
one of them's got to give, and it's going to be the price.
And it's going to be the price.
Yeah.
Because there was a nice inflation of prices over the past couple of years, and so some of that's going to be given back to the market.
Because they're still up.
Oh, yeah.
House prices are still up. Yeah. They're just not as much as they were last year.
Right.
So you're still, if you're looking to sell, you're still going to make some money off of your house by it being up. It's just not as much. You missed the boat by about 6 months.
And it's happened to some people too. They're just like, just by that much.
I know, right?
Get smart thing. And because we had looked at it at one time, and I was like, I said, I think we're just a little too far behind the pitch here, and so okay, fine.
Well, and we had looked at it at the end of 2020, and we couldn't find any place to rent because I was going to
got a lot to do with it
and stay in that for a couple of years till things calmed down. I didn't want to take what we made and roll it into something else, And then once we decided to take it off, and we tried to do it ourselves, which was a mistake because we got the phone call. We really did get the phone calls. Can we come see your house? I mean, just leave it to the professionals,
Yes.
So,
do yourself a favor.
I'm actually glad we didn't. I love our house. I love the location. My value is up, so I know it's going to come down some. But you know what? It's going to find a plateau, and I think it's going to be well above what I paid for it 3 years ago.
It's going to.
Which means 6-7 years from now, which is my estimate of when we're going to sell. It's going to be worth a lot more than what we gave. It's not going to go down.
And you've been living in it, David. People, you got to remember, you've been living in there these years. You got to have a roof over your head.
Yeah.
So that's part of the equation. What did I was going to spend money on something. we spend it here.
Yeah.
And we're better off because of it.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
kids are happier, all the things that go with the home. And then you reach a point, and we've been working on this, where the house becomes too big. The house becomes more of a project than you want to take on. There's more to garden. There's more to clean up. There's more grass to cut. There's more gutters to clean. It's those 5 steps up to the whatever room that's up there.
Right.
And it just becomes more difficult. And we've helped a lot of people do that. And from being overwhelmed with stuff to just making that break, you know, to be able to make that break from it being your home to being a house.
Yeah.
And we've helped a lot of people to do that.
Well, when they're ready to buy, sell, how do they get a hold of you?
And be realistic when you're ready.
Right.
Biggest thing is to call my honey. She's at 870-405-0793. And check out that website, retiredtoarkansas.net. We can help you help you to get started with the process. We're there to do that. Linda was out with 2 people this week, 2 different homes, helping them go over, this is what you got to do, and we can help you with this, we can help you with that. You know, get the kids up there, let them go through your stuff and see where they're at.
Excellent. Thank you for watching. We'll get a short break, and then we're going to come back with XL7 Sports.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going? See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z team.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to XL7-TV. This is our XL7 Sports segment. We have Mitch Huskey, Athletic Director of Mountain Home Public Schools, here with us. How are you, sir?
Doing great.
Yeah, doing real good. How was your snow day?
It was busy.
Yeah, I bet it was.
It was, pretty much getting up to the school, getting everything ready, getting schedules, things that had been canceled kind of moved around. But
did that affect it real bad? I mean, did you have to move around quite a few games?
We did.
Or?
With Tuesday, we had a lot scheduled for that date. With the high school basketball game, we had wrestling. We had junior high basketball. Normally we don't have junior high and high school basketball on the same days, but that day we did because we was going to be on the road in high school. So, yeah, it was a lot of moving around, but, you know, that's the one good thing about this conference and even our junior high conference. Schools work really well together, and we got moved around, just took a little time.
Yeah. So what did you end up doing with those? Did you just push them to another week, or?
Well, you go with like junior high basketball. Mm-hmm. That was a non-conference game. So we're still looking for a date. We actually tentatively have it scheduled for next Tuesday.
Okay.
Our high school basketball game where we had Greenbrier, was heading to Greenbrier, we was going to have it next Tuesday. Mm-hmm. We saw this chance of weather coming in again, so we've moved that to Monday.
Yeah.
When you get kind of to the second part of the year, second half of the season, times get crunched up.
Yeah.
And if you don't get stuff moved around quickly, you're going to be playing back-to-back nights. And for most people, that's not a big deal, but it is for us because, you know, we're traveling 3+ hours to every trip we make. So
you'll go there and come back, and then go again and come back.
Absolutely.
There's no staying the night.
Because makeup games are usually going to be, you know, you play on Tuesday and then you have it on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, it's going to be you play on Friday and then your makeup game's on Saturday.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we're not going to be spending the night. We're going to drive. We're going to come back. Hopefully those games, at least one of them's a home, but you never know depending on what game you lose.
Yeah.
Wrestling, we had actually moved it to Thursday, and then ended up both schools had canceled because they, you know, weather kind of in between here and there. Mm-hmm. So that one just got removed. So bowling, we moved it. Be honest, I can't remember when we moved that.
That's all right. There was a lot for you to do.
Yeah. So, but we did get moved.
Very good. Well, tonight is going to be a fun night. You have the Sweetheart Royalty, and you'll be playing Alma. So they'll be coming here. I'll be directing or producing for XL7. But you have something that's called Pitch In for Kids. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's the call. It's to benefit the foster kids in our, I believe, Baxter County area. Mm-hmm. You know, I've worked for years, or the last so many years, with Tennille Rawls on getting that set up, and it's a great event. And what we're planning on doing is the first time out of the boys' game. They asked, you know, that's as soon as that timeout happens, people could throw the socks and pajamas on the floor.
Yeah.
Our cheerleaders and dance team members will go around, take it up, and that's what that's going to benefit. And it's just like I talked to the officials yesterday, because you kind of got to give them a heads up when stuff's thrown at them. Mm-hmm. You know, they're going to be on the floor, and they said, what a great event. And so it's something we've done here the past, I don't know, even back when I was coaching, so you're saying 10+ years,
yeah.
And it's great.
Did they happen to give you an age range of who they need the most right now? Or does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Just bring whatever.
Yeah, I think usually when you're talking socks and pajamas, it's more geared for the younger kids. Mm-hmm. And so, but no, I mean, it's just like my wife said this morning, I forgot to go get that. I got to go get it sometime today before the game. And so it's actually pretty cool. You know, timeout comes. You've seen teams where they have games where they throw toilet paper on the floor. We've got socks and pajamas going out there. So
that'll work.
I hope everyone that comes tonight helps, you know, support that cause.
Yeah, please bring what you can.
Absolutely.
For sure. But no used. I got a drawer full of used. Yeah, please no use. But yeah, bring socks and pajamas for the kids in foster care. That's for the call of Baxter County. I mean, they do great work. They're a very worthy cause. So that there'll be the first time out of the boys' game. That's when you get to toss them out, and that's the fun part of it too. Is just, you know, throwing them out on the court. I don't know what it is about throwing stuff, but
yeah. And what it is say if there's no timeouts during that first.
I didn't even think of that.
First quarter. Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't either until Dylan Conley reminded me yesterday. We will say something over the PA after the first quarter when everybody goes through benches. That's when we'll do it then.
Okay.
Hopefully Alma's calling timeout to stop one of our runs or something like that.
Exactly, because we're up, by 10 points. Anyway, the game tonight versus Alma, that'll be starting at 6 for
6.
the
Varsity
Lady
girls
Bombers
game.
Yeah,
Yes.
varsity. Yeah, Lady Bombers, and then after that will be the boys. So I've seen though. I wanted to bring up the 7th grade boys are tournament champs from last week.
Yes, and
very cool.
I was actually in the boys' gym that night because we had girls in one, boys in the other. So I spent all day up at the junior high for the 7th grade tournament, and our boys played extremely well.
Yeah.
And then our girls did well too. They ended up finishing runner-up, and
That's
so
impressive too.
That's a good weekend. I think our 7th graders, I think they're going to Yellville Saturday for a jamboree, and then I think they have, if we're able to make up that Paragould game, that would be their last game. So they got a few games left to finish up their season, but both teams, when you're talking about 7th grade, you want to win every one, but you try. That's kind of your first time getting into the school athletic system and kind of figuring it out, learning, the fundamentals, and both teams have done a great job.
Yeah, well, they're learning the fundamentals really well because tournament champs and runner-ups, that's pretty good.
Yes.
Lady Bombers Wrestling came at 3rd in Conway Invitational out of a field of 18. That's very good.
Yeah, and I'm not going to throw names out because I'll miss someone.
But I hear you. He tries not to.
But I did hear, Coach Martin talking about we had an individual that beat the number 1 wrestler in the state and whatever that weight class was, and so it sounded like we had a good day.
Yeah, most definitely. Scooter knows all about that.
Yes, that was Kylie Alford, by the way, and she did take out the number 1 seed, did an amazing job. I will say this, that Amelia Fraunfelter hit her 100th win, and those are high school wins. So that is a major benchmark that I know. I think Austin got it a little earlier this season. So
yeah,
to get 2 in 1 year, and that's the first time for us, that is awesome.
Definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
Very proud of them. Let's see, Mountain Home Flyers Youth Wrestling has a tournament tomorrow at the high school gym.
Yeah, and that's something that Scooter and I, he comes to me and we mark a date down almost a year in advance. So they'll be using the high school. I believe they're using front and back gyms.
Both gyms. This is going to be a big tournament.
Yeah.
They started up what's called a triple crown, so 3 tournaments in synced. You get part of your medal from each tournament. So it's really cool. You got to be at all 3 of them. So we're expecting about 500 or better on the youth wrestling side. So it'll be a big tournament.
Well, I'm going to tell you, we had our Pinkston Middle School principal, Justin Smith. He came to us from West Fork. And when he was interviewing over here, he kept asking, how's your wrestling? Do you have a youth program? Because with him being at West Fork, all his stuff that he did with his kids was over in Springdale. And I was like, I can't give you every detail, but everything I've heard about youth wrestling here in Mountain Home and, through our wrestling coaches, they do a great job. That's all he talks about to me.
Yeah.
He's like, it's tremendous. That group of people that's running that youth, it's more than just the wrestling. They're teaching them how to be, great individuals along with it. So nothing but high praise for that group running that youth wrestling.
Hear that,
group.
Scooter?
All right. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
Right?
That's awesome.
Most definitely. Everybody does. Very good. Well, you had said that you'll be hosting the regional wrestling?
Yes. February 18th.
Okay.
That's something new. When you deal with our classification in any sport, we're not used to regionals. We're used to playing conference play and going straight to state. I don't know if I say AAA or someone in that group come up with having a regional. The unfortunate part of it is our regional's the best around.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at that, almost the majority of the top teams are in our regional. But that's the way it is. I mean, you look at our football conference, I think our number 7 team would have finished 2nd over in the East.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I think it can be improved, and we're going to be looking at it. But I believe we will start our weigh-ins 8:30 or so, and then wrestling will start, 10 o'clock that morning. We'll be running 3 mats using the main gym. We'll be using the back gym for warm-up mats. And so 10 teams be coming in, so it should be a great atmosphere. And I encourage anyone here if you have that Saturday, come watch these kids. Not just us, come watch it. I mean,
right.
Especially if you've never seen it. Most time people will say, well, I don't know anything about wrestling. I promise you come once, you're going to get hooked.
Right.
And because it's intense, it's fun. You're close to the action. I mean, you're sitting there watching. So I encourage everyone to come support that.
Right. And you're, as Scooter would say, you're exerting your will over another.
You're exerting your will over somebody else, and they're trying to do the same to you.
They're trying to do it back to you. So, and I enjoy that. And his son was wrestling the other day. What did he do? It was a standing,
standing cradle.
Standing cradle. He said he's seen it maybe twice in his lifetime.
It was impressive.
It was, and his wife put it on Facebook, and it was impressive. Never hit the ground, just flipped the guy. It could be a very dangerous move, you said.
It can be.
If you don't do it right, you're going to get pinned trying to do it. So that was really cool.
Yeah, he pulled that out of his hat, and that was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And I've been watching this for since Mountain Home started it. I'm still learning. Mm-hmm. I'll stand by the coaches, and I'm trying to figure out still, how many points you get for a pin, how many points you get just for a win.
Yeah.
How many points we need to get more than points, if you win by 6+, or I'm still learning that.
Mm-hmm.
But now since I have a little idea, I enjoy it probably a little bit more because I know.
Because you know what's going on.
Yes, and what kind of moves the kids are going to try to be making when they get in this. I listen to the coaches, but now I'm starting to understand it a little better.
Yeah. Me too. Just doing this right here. I mean, I like sports, and if I start watching a game, I'll be hooked to it while I'm watching it, But I've never been really big into sports like y'all are into sports. But just doing this show and helping out at the basketball game, they're trying to get me to help out at the football game.
Okay.
Football's my game. Now that I do enjoy. But basketball is it's fun sport. Wrestling, I mean, like I said, exerting will over somebody else. It's a fight. It's basically they're fighting
without punches.
Yeah, my daughter played soccer all of her life. She got a scholarship over to Williams Baptist, became a freshman starter. I mean, sports is a part of a better part of people's lives because it does teach them how to be a better person, how to be a team player, work ethic, all of those things.
Well, and I say this all the time. Talk to our coaches, talk to any kids. Everybody looks at the athletic side, and you're trying to win. I mean, you're trying to win.
Yeah.
But the thing that I believe kids get out of athletics more than anything is the adversity that you're going to face through the way. There's somewhere along the way you're going to face adversity.
Mm-hmm.
And some people look at adversity as a negative. I look at it as a positive because kids got to learn how to handle certain things.
Exactly. You can't have everything handed to you.
Absolutely. Whether that's going to be injury or that you got to fight through and figure out. It might be some downtime that you're just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Or it could be, I might not be getting the playing time I want, or I think I deserve. And there's one or two things you can do. You can just kind of whine about it, or you can hook it up and prove that I need to be out there.
Exactly.
And so there's a lot of different things that on the adversity side that I think our kids are going to face through athletics. And use mine, for example. She's in college. I'm hoping she gets out soon, so I don't have to pay for that anymore. But she's dealt with stuff in school that just wasn't fair at times.
Yeah.
But what do?
Yeah.
You just grind and get through it.
Exactly.
And
or let it bother you, and that's not good.
Right. And so I believe athletics helped her.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yes, winning's important, but there's a whole lot more you get with that.
Yeah. Most definitely. Well, what's going on with bowling? You got bowling that had to be rescheduled also? That was supposed to be Tuesday night?
Yeah, and we might have made that up last night. I'm blank here. But we do start conference bowling next week, and then I believe the following week after that, around the 9th, we will be, that's when state. And of course, we got to qualify for state,
Yeah.
But
how's our team?
It's kind of been,
teams, I guess.
They're solid. I've been watching them.
Yeah.
I mean, they've won some. It's, bowling's one that don't travel a whole lot. You're looking at getting about 8 matches a year, with probably the majority of them being here, considering you have Norfolk and Flippin that both use our bowling facility here in Mountain Home. So comparing us to others, it's hard to say. Give you a case, I don't know, it's 3 years ago, I believe. We finished fourth, our girls finished fourth in conference. I didn't make it to the state tournament, and I had another AD call me and said, hey, your girls just won state bowling. I'm like,
wow.
Dude, quit messing with me.
Yeah.
We finished fourth in conference.
Yeah.
And those girls won it. So
the underdog came in.
It's like
I
any
love those
sport.
stories.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know, they had that day.
Yeah, they did.
So you don't have to be the best. You just need to be the best that
On
day.
that day.
and they were. So
that's awesome.
So it don't really matter, you know, how well once you get to this postseason, anything could happen.
Most definitely. Bowling, I score about 110, 112 is about my best. Anybody bowl at 300 that you know of?
Not that I know of this year.
They're still getting there.
I know we have some boys that I see some of their scores are in, you know, 220, 230. I've seen some of those.
Excellent.
But the conference tournament, it's crazy. You know, it's going to be in Hot Springs. So, and then the state, I believe, is in Jonesboro.
Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. We got junior high tournament. That'll be coming. When is that?
Well, we have, I believe, February 6th. That will be the first round. And so we finish up. Our boys and girls played last night at West Memphis East, and they both won.
Excellent.
And then next week we have 2 more games, Monday, Thursday. And then the week after that, February 6th, is when the conference tournament will start. This year it's a little bit different. We always had a host site. This year they're going higher seed host. And so right now I could tell you for sure our girls, I believe they're going to end up in the 2 no matter what happens next week. And so we'll be hosting Tuesday the 6th and then whatever that Thursday is, because it's going to be played Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Our boys still has a chance to be able to host at least the first round. They're fighting for that 4 seed, and so I know for sure we'll be hosting February 6th at home.
Okay. What are the standings of the junior high boys and girls?
I can tell you right now, I can just tell you top 2 in girls. Marion's the number 1 seed right now with us following them. Boys.
Number 2.
Our boys, we're right there at 4 and 5.
Okay.
I think they said if some upsets happen, we could get all the way to 3rd.
Yeah.
But right now, I believe we're fighting with Wander, West Memphis Wander, for that 4th position.
Okay. And the seniors, the Lady Bombers and Bombers?
Yeah, that's kind of up in there. I think yes. I mean, we're just finishing up. We have 2 games to finish up the first round.
Okay.
When you look at the girls, you're putting Greenwood. It's them and everybody else.
Yeah.
Greenwood girls won the state championship last year. They return everybody. What's sad about that is for us, they're mainly juniors. They have one girl, the Cartwright kid, that signed with Tulsa. But then from then, I think you'd go Siloam Springs, but we could beat Siloam Springs.
Sure.
So 2 through everybody else. Anybody can beat anybody on any given day. The boys, and I know you saw we had a home game where Van Buren just whipped our butt. But they come out and just stroked it. I mean, they hit 3 after 3 after 3.
Oh, that one boy.
I don't care if you're wide open; it's hard to hit that many. But really, after looking at us play, I haven't seen Greenbrier. I have seen Alma on film. I think 1 through 8, who knows what could happen.
Yeah.
So it's one where our boys could probably finish at the top, but they could also not make it.
Sure.
So
1 minute.
Yeah, we got about a minute left. Well, your basketball and swim, wrestling, bowling, everything going on will be ending February?
Usually the end of February, beginning of March. Beginning of March is usually the state tournament time.
Yeah. And then you have spring sports, and you have about 25 seconds, and you'll have spring.
Well, I can tell you, around Thanksgiving on,
Yeah.
Our soccer teams, our baseball, softball, track, they've all been practicing, getting ready for the spring.
Waiting for the spring, yeah.
And, we had our soccer coaches out yesterday trying to get the football field ready.
Yeah.
So they're hooking it up. It's glad to see it's a busy time, but got a lot of kids working hard right now.
Very good. Well, thank you for joining us on this segment of XL7 Sports. Thank you, Mitch, for joining, and we hope that the Bombers have a good run on all of their games. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you Monday.